So we have a good question about the new retirement account inheritance rules. But now, right, children, let's just say in general, who are going to receive an inheritance from a retirement account, they will be required to take out all of the assets within 10 years. Now, on average, that is much shorter than their life expectancy of those beneficiaries. So what's the end result? Faster tax and bigger chunks to the IRS, especially because it's taxed at ordinary rates, right? Children at that stage of their life, in most scenarios, are typically at the peak of their working careers. So that means they're at an ordinary tax bracket of their highest working level, and they have to take it out over that 10-year period. But there are a few things you can do in considering what your options are, right? First, determine who your beneficiaries are ultimately going to be. Figure out what the payout is and if the overall tax consequence is going to be detrimental. And whether or not you have beneficiaries within the family where you can kind of shift distribution around among them and thereby provide them with more. If you have a disabled beneficiary, if they were to receive more from the retirement, they'd have a longer stretch of using those assets as opposed to other beneficiaries. So there can be some creativity in the way that your assets are distributed among your beneficiaries with a little forethought. Now, alternatively, if none of those options are available and the tax consequence is significant because you've accumulated a lot in your retirement, as was always encouraged to do over time, you can prepare a plan to either convert or use your retirement in retirement and pay the tax on it, right? So doing this, whether you're using it or converting it, can have kind of two different benefits, right? If your tax bracket in retirement is below, say, your kids at their peak work years, right? The family overall is paying less in taxes. Plus, you were paying the tax leaves less available to spend down should you require long-term care assistance at any time and don't have insurance. Essentially, you could get Medicaid to step in a little sooner.